This is me. You know, when you said that, you challenged something to me, because we've spoken about heartbreak and the pain here. And at some point, I think I read a tweet or I saw somewhere that said, it's not a heartbreak, it's something happening in your mind. Someone just taught you that it's that everything starts and begins in the mind. And I've come to teach myself or convince myself that consciousness starts in the mind. So everything that exists, what I'm seeing now, starts here. And you're almost arguing that it doesn't. And I'm even imagining a scan of a baby where you focus first on the beating heart. Are you saying our spark doesn't start here, but starts here, and this is just the ignition of a car? It starts here, and then it dume here.
Yes.
But it starts here. And if it starts here, the next question would be, where here? Is it the heart, which is just meant to help pump blood throughout the body, or is it something else completely?
It's a anti-material spark. You could say spirit means it's an anti-material substance. So it's in the area of the heart. The texts explain that the soul is suspended in these airs. You've heard probably of the word prana. These days it's getting prana, like life air. So there's different types of airs. The body has many systems, right? There's the hydraulic system, the energetic systems, lymphatic systems. So science has also determined that the magnetic field, the strength of around the heart is 5,000 times more than in the brain.
And you said the what?
The magnetic.
Magnetic. I'm thinking the fibrillator, whatever it's called. When they're trying to they don't put it here.
Yes.
They put it here, which would say it's to kickstart the heart or whatever.
So
but it's got energy.
Yes.
Electricity.
So that spark of life, just like electricity we were saying earlier, it can power like a huge set of lights, stadium. It can also power like a cell phone. So it doesn't matter what size body one has, the power of the spiritual spark is magnitudes bigger than the energies we know here. So that spark of life is what is in the area of the heart. And that is the I, because I speak of my mind. That means the mind and me are different. My mind is troubling me. My body is troubling me. So who is the I who can witness his mind? That's the consciousness, that's the spirit, that's you and me. That is that person at the funeral. We say, hey, was she ugogo? Or my father or Hambin. And the children will say, but nangu goke boxing. Who's that in that coffin then? So there we can understand, could know the person who was in that body is no longer in that body. And even though we love them dearly, sometimes you can't even stand that body. People throw up around dead bodies. Even Miss World, you wouldn't want to be in the same room once the person is out, the soul is out, that spirit. So when we don't know that we are that, then we are told that we are the reflection of the self. The mind is just the machine that is processing the desires of the soul.
Have you seen Iron Man? Tony Stark?
Yes, I know of this franchise, yes.
No, as we speak about this place and the heart and the spirituality in between the organs or the spirit spark, I'm thinking of the fact that he created, well, as far as we know, it's fictional. I'm starting to wonder how fictional some of these stories are. The idea of creating an electric gadget of sorts that you can put in that can spark consciousness. And you're also raising the thoughts that I've heard of how human bodies are made up of energy to a point where we can create electricity. Because even depending on the substances you touch, and then you and I touch fingers and there's static electricity, we're actually made of electricity and energy as well, and what that actually really means.